guys, my name is Mike. I'm married to Mary Jane of MJ in the Kitchen, and I've asked her to leave the kitchen today so that I can show you how to make ceviche. Ceviche is something we really enjoy. It's a great, summery, refreshing kind of meal, and I think you're really gonna love it. Now, if you're not familiar with ceviche, it's a super popular dish throughout Latin America, especially South America, Central America, along the coast, because it's a seafood dish. Now, the unique thing about ceviche is the seafood is not actually cooked with heat. It's cooked, and I'm going to use air quotes, it's cooked with the juice of citrus, typically lime, and the acid in the citrus is what actually cooks the fish. Trust me, it works. It absolutely works, and it's delicious. Now, we're going to do a little bit of a cheat today. We're going to use shrimp. Shrimp has a little bit more bacteria. If you think about sushi, you eat sushi raw, but the shrimp is always cooked. So there's some controversy about that. I'm sure there's some old school person from Peru that says you don't need it. I'm going to go ahead and cook it, but poach it. So it's going to be 2 or 3 minutes in the heat just to kind of kill any bacteria. Everything else is going to be exactly the same. It's going to taste delicious. You're going to love it. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to put the shrimp in, then we're going to turn the heat off. Let it sit in the hot water for about 2 to 3 minutes. You can tell when it's ready. It'll be pink. The flesh will be opaque. That's how you'll know. So let's go ahead and add our shrimp very slowly. It's hot water after all. Give it a quick stir just to sort of make sure it's all loosened up. And I'm going to put the lid on, turn the heat off. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull the shrimp out. It is nice and pink, and we're going to transfer that very quickly to a ice water bath. Now this is going to stop the shrimp from cooking any further, and it's also really going to cool it down so that we can handle it, which is to peel it and be able to chop it up. Okay, so while we're waiting for the shrimp to cool down, we're going to go ahead and prep our vegetables. Now, I've got a handful of vegetables. We're going to start with these tomatoes. Now, here's the funny thing about tomatoes. I forgot to buy the right size tomatoes. We have these little ones that my wife uses for salads. But you know what? A tomato is a tomato. I mean, there are different varieties and flavors, but we're going to use these little baby ones because they're tomatoes, and it's the one I happen to have. It doesn't really matter. They're going to get messy. That's okay. But just going to chop some up to any size that you want. And that's what we're going to use today. Again, this is totally up to you. Normally, I would have bought a normal size tomato, but quite frankly, I didn't. So that's it. Okay, so now we've got our little baby tomatoes chopped up. We're going to go ahead and dump those into the bowl. Okay, so next we're going to use a half of a red onion, just a basic red onion. You can slice it. I'm going to go ahead and basically chop this. This way, when we eat them later, you get smaller pieces. Next, we're going to take a cucumber. Now, I'm just going to peel this cucumber like you would normally. I'm not really a huge fan of cucumbers, but I do find that they really taste good in this meal because it is a refreshing sort of flavor. If you love cucumbers, I don't really understand you, but nonetheless, that's fine. Even better for you. And we're going to use 1 jalapeno. Now, jalapenos are, I like them. I don't ever find them to be particularly hot. Some people do. If not, you might want to use a serrano pepper. If you really feel bold, you can use something hotter, habanero. It's totally up to you. A jalapeno is kind of a nice middle of the road. Again, I don't find them particularly hot. Now, I understand if you take out the seeds and the ribs, they are less hot. I really don't even know if that's true. People say it. I don't do it because, again, I don't find them to be overly hot. But I'm going to cut them up in these sort of little matchsticks as best as I can. And then I'm just going to try to slice these pretty thin here. So when you do get them in your mouth, it's not this massive chunk of heat. There we go. All fingers intact. All right, next we're going to go with some cilantro. I'm just going to cut these stems out. Actually, you can eat the stems, it's just fine. I'm just not going to need all of that, and I really want the leaves. So we're just going to chop this up. It's just sort of roughly chopped. It's not going to go in until the end, but I'm going to roughly chop it. So there we go. I think that's about fine. Not even really going to do anything extra there. Okay, so while we're waiting for the shrimp to cool down, we'll go ahead and peel that and chop that then. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and prep our juice. The juice is kind of up to you. It needs about 3 limes, about 2 lemons. That's going to give us enough. Now, if we were actually marinating this in a true ceviche way, it would be a little bit different. We'd add more juice because we're going to cook the entire seafood. But that's not what we're doing today. We're really adding it for a marinade and some flavor, but we're not cooking it. I'm going to use this juicer, handy dandy. And we're going to do 2 lemons, same way. And this is really great. It helps catch the seeds, and quite frankly, it saves your hands because sometimes these are hard to squeeze. Get all that juice out of there. Okay, so we've got our shrimp. I've gone ahead and peeled it already, and then we're really just going to do a rough chop. There's no great size that fits all, just whatever. Again, we're probably going to eat these on some chips, like some nacho type of chips. So you just want something that's going to be easy to bite into. And just go ahead and roughly chop the shrimp. Okay, so now we have our shrimp. We're going to just put that right in. Give it a quick toss, just to sort of mix everything up. Again, we've got that lemon, that lime juice, all these great vegetables in there. Man, it smells so good already. And this is going to go in the refrigerator for about 2 hours. Okay, and we're back. So the ceviche has been sitting in the refrigerator for about 1.5 hours, 2 hours, give or take, and it's ready to go. So the first thing I like to do is put a little cilantro in there. I don't put it in earlier because cilantro has a tendency to sort of wilt as it sort of breaks down. It'll taste fine. It just looks a little prettier when it's brand new. So I put the cilantro in, give it a little mix to get the party started, get all the flavors jumping around. And we're going to try it with a chip, which is how you do it. I'm going to get some shrimp and some onion in here. And I'm going to take a little bite. This is going to be good. Oh, man. That's good. It's hard to talk and eat a chip full of ceviche at the same time. But it's so good. It's so bright. That lemon and the lime just really jazzes it up. I can taste the onion in there. The shrimp is perfect. That poaching makes them nice and tender without getting rubbery. If you cook shrimp too long, they tend to be rubbery. This is not. This is tender and delicious. And that jalapeno, that's coming through. That's a little spicier than I was thinking. It's good. I like it, but it's a little spicy. Perfect for me. This is a great meal. This is a great meal. I think you're going to love it. Let us know. Make sure you like this video, share it with all your friends, and comment. Make this for your family. Let us know how it worked out. Let us know what you did differently, how you enjoyed it, how your family enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the whole video. Thanks a lot. Take care.